Where are my servants? Perchance they will log on. Dear Olivia. Dear Olivia. Thine eyes thine eyes have seen, dear Olivia, thine eyes have seen the glory. Thine eyes have seen the glory of, it's terrible. Dear Olivia. Dear Olivia. Thine eyes resemble. Thine eyes resemble fragrant melody. Thine eyes resemble fragrant melody that poureth. Thine eyes resemble fragrant melody that poureth from the heavens. Poureth from the heavens. Okay. That poureth from the heavens. How fairest thou? How fairest thou, sweet one? How fairest thou, sweet one? How Dear Olivia, how fairest thou? How Greetings, fair Olivia. How dost thou? Olivia, how dost thou? Oh, that's too much. How Olivia, how dost thou? Oh, gosh. Oh, come on. Dear Olivia, how fairest thou? Oh my gosh. Olivia, how do... Olivia, how dost thou? Olivia, thine eyes resemble fragrant melody that poureth from the heavens. Thine eyes resemble the fragrant melody that poureth from the heavens. Wow. Okay. Olivia, how farest thou, sweet one? That's good. That's good. Dear Olivia, dear Olivia. Oh, Olivia. Unmatched, exquisite beauty. Unmatched, exquisite beauty. Unmatched, exquisite beauty. Unmatched, exquisite beauty. Dear Olivia. Dear Olivia, how farest thou? Oh. Dear Mariah. Dear Mariah. Please tell Olivia that I thinkst of her most oft. Signed, Duke ORSINO. Dear Mariah, please tell Olivia that I thinkst of her most oft. Signed, Duke ORSINO. Thou oughtst to tell her yourself. Yeah. Stupid idea. I got this hat. How dost thou, Olivia? I need maybe some more. Oh, it's terrible. Dear Olivia, this song is for you. Dear Olivia, this song's for you.
We interrupt Duke Orsino in his Illyrian mansion to tell you we are about to begin the show. No need to turn off your cell phones or pages. And if you have any mints, lozenges, or candies, unwrap them whenever you want. We will not be able to hear you. Go nuts. We'd also like to begin by welcoming a special guest, Father Thomas Esposito, who will be leading us in an opening prayer for all those whose lives have been affected by the pandemic. Father Thomas?
Let us pray. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for the gift of gathering in friendship and festivity this evening. We thank you for Shakespeare's gift to the world of language. We thank you for the opportunity to celebrate together this gift. Please shine your kindly light on all those who are not able to celebrate in a real way with us tonight through the affliction of the virus. Please comfort them, strengthen the hands of those who are treating them and consoling them. Please make us, each and every one of us, heralds of your joy. And may the mirth that we celebrate tonight be but a foretaste for all of us of that eternal joy that awaits us if we persevere through this difficult mortal life. We ask all this in the name of Jesus our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit. Amen. Break a leg.
Thank you, Father Thomas. And now for the final notes. You may not be able to hear us at some points during this broadcast. You may also not be able to see us. Do not panic. It is not because we have ceased to exist, but because you probably have a bad Wi-Fi connection. If this happens, do not despair. Simply use the opportunity to check Facebook, if you have not been doing so at that point already. Major plot points can be found on the website SparkNotes. And now we return to Duke Orsino in his luxurious Illyrian mansion, wasting away for want of his lady love on a small island known as Illyria.
If music be the food of love, play on. Oh, that strain again. I had a dying fall. Oh, it came over my ear like the sweet sound that breathes upon a bank of violets, stealing and giving odor. Oh, enough! No more. 'Tis not so sweet now as it was before.
Will you go hunt, my lord?
What, Curio?
The heart.
Oh! When mine eyes did see Olivia first, methought she purged the air of pestilence. That instant was I turned into a hart, and my desires like fell and cruel hounds ever since pursued me. How now? What news from her?
So please, my lord, I might not be admitted, but from your handmaid do return this answer. The element itself till 7 years is heat, shall not behold her face at ample view, but like a cloistress she will veiled walk. All this to season a brother's dead love, which she would keep fresh and lasting in her sad remembrance.
Oh, she that hath the heart of that fine frame to pay this debt of love but to a brother. How will she love when the rich golden shaft hath killed the flock of all affections else that live within her, with one self king? Away before me to sweet beds of flowers, love thoughts lie rich when canopied with bowers.
What country, friends, is this?
This is Illyria, lady.
And what should I do in Illyria? My brother, he in his Elysium. Perchance he is not drowned. What think you, sailor?
It is perchance that you yourself were saved.
Oh, my poor brother. And so perchance may he be.
True, madam. And to comfort you with chance, assure yourself, after our ship did split, when you and those poor numbers saved with you hung on our driving boat, I saw your brother, most provident in peril, bind himself to a strong mast that lived upon the sea, where I saw him hold acquaintance with the waves, so long as I could see.
For saying so, there's gold. Mine own escape unfoldeth to my hope, whereto thy speech serves for authority, the like of him. Knowst thou this country?
Ay, madam, well, for I was bred and born not 3 hours' travel from this very place.
Who governs here?
A noble duke, in nature as in name.
What is his name?
Orsino.
Orsino! I have heard my father name him. He was a bachelor then.
And so is now, or was so very late. For but a month ago 'twas fresh in murmur that he did seek the love of fair Olivia.
What's she?
A virtuous maid, the daughter of a count that died some 12 months since, then leaving her in the protection of his son, her brother, who shortly also died, for whose dear love they say she hath abjured the company and sight of men.
Oh, that I served that lady, and might not be delivered to the world, till I had made mine own occasion mellow what my estate is.
That were hard to compass, because she will admit no kind of suit. No, not the duke's.
Conceal me what I am, and be my aid for such disguise as haply shall become the form of my intent. I'll serve this duke. Thou shalt present me as a eunuch to him. It may be worth thy pains, for I can sing and speak to him in many sorts of music that will allow me very worth his service. What else may hap, to time I will commit. Only shape thou silence to my wit.
Be you his eunuch, and your mute I'll be. When my tongue blabs, then let my eyes not see.
I thank thee.
If the Duke continue these favors towards you, Cesario, you are like to be much advanced. He hath known you but 3 days, and already you are no stranger.
Thank you. Here comes the Count.
Who saw Cesario? Ho?
On your attendance, my lord, here.
Stand you a while aloof. Cesario, thou knowest no less but all. I have unclasped to thee the book even of my secret soul. Therefore, good youth, address thy gate unto her, be not denied access, stand at her doors, and tell them, there thy fixed foot shall grow till thou have audience.
If she be so abandoned to her sorrow as it is spoke, she will never admit me.
Be clamorous and leap all civil bounds rather than make an unprofited return.
Say I do speak with her, my lord, what then?
Ah, then, unfold the passion of my love. It shall become thee well to act my woes. She will attend it better in thy youth than in a nuncio's of more grave aspect.
I think not so, my lord.
Dear lad, believe it, for they shall yet belie thy happy years that say thou art a man. Diana's lip is not more smooth and rubious. Thy small pipe is as the maiden's organ, shrill and sound, and all is simulative a woman's part. Prosper well in this, and thou shalt live as freely as thy lord, to call his fortunes thine.
I'll do my best to woo your lady. Yet a barful strife, whoe'er I woo myself would be his wife.
Wit, and it be thy will, put me into good fooling. Those wits that think they have thee do very oft prove fools, and I that am sure I lack thee may pass for a wise man. For what says Quinopolis? Better a witty fool than a foolish wit. God bless thee, lady.
All the way.
Do you not hear, fellows? Take away the lady.
Till you're a dry fool. I'll no more of you. Besides, you grow dishonest.
Two faults, Madonna, that drink and good counsel will amend. For, give the dry fool drink, then is the fool not dry. Bid the dishonest man mend himself. If he mend, he is no longer dishonest. If he cannot, let the butcher mend him. Anything that's mended is but patched. Virtue that transgresses is but patched with sin, and sin that amends is but patched with virtue. If not, this simple syllogism will serve, and so, if it will not, what remedy? As there is no true cuckold but calamity, so beauty's a flower. The lady bade take away the fool, therefore I say again, take her away.
Sir, I bade them take away you.
Misprision in the highest degree. Lady, cuculis non facit monachum. That's as much as to say, I wear not motley in my brains. Good Madonna, give me leave to prove you a fool.
Can you do it?
Dexterously, good Madonna.
Well, sir, for want of other idleness, I'll bide your proof.
Good Madonna, why mournest thou?
Good fool, for my brother's death.
I think his soul is in hell, Madonna.
Oh, no, his soul is in heaven, fool.
The more fool, Madonna, to mourn for your brother's soul being in heaven. Take away the fool, boys.
Think you of this fool, Malvolio? Doth he not mend?
Yes, and shall do till the pangs of death shake him. I marvel your ladyship's takes delight in such a barren rascal. I saw him put down the other day with an ordinary fool that has no more brain than a stone. I protest I take these wise men that crow so at these set kind of fools no better than the fool zanies.
Oh, you are sick of self-love, Malvolio, and taste with a distempered appetite. There is no slander in an allowed fool, though he do nothing but rail, nor no railing in a known discreet man, though he do nothing but reprove.
Now Mercury endue thee with leasing, for thou speakest well of fools.
Madam, there is at the gate a young gentleman much desires to speak with you.
From the Count ORSINO, is it?
I know not, madam.
With my people, hold him in delay.
Sir Toby, madam, your kinsman.
Let him off, I pray you. He speaks nothing but madman. Fie on him. Go you, Malvolio. If it be a suit from the Count, I'm sick or on quarantine, what you will, to dismiss it. Now, you see, sir, how your fooling grows old, and people dislike it.
Thou hast spoke for us, Madonna, as if thy eldest son should be a fool, whose skull joke crammed with brains, for, here it comes, one of your kin has a most weak piamata.
Oh, by mine honor, half drunk. What is he at the gate, cousin?
A gentleman.
A Gentlemen. What, gentlemen?
These gentlemen now, sock.
Good, Sir Toby!
How have you come so early?
Lechery? I defy lechery. There's one at the gate.
Why, Mary, what is he?
Let him be the devil and he will. I care not. Give me faith, say I.
What's a drunken man like?
Like a drowned man, a fool, and a madman. One draught above heat makes him a fool, and the second mads him, and a third drowns him.
Go thou and seek the crowner, and let him sit, oh my cuz, for he's in the third degree of drink. He's drowned. Go look after him.
He is but mad yet, Madonna, and the fool shall look to the madman.
Madam, yon young fellow swears he will speak with you. I told him you were sick. I told him you were asleep. What is to be said to him, lady? He is fortified against any denial.
Tell him he shall not speak with me.
Has been told so, and he says he'll stand at your door like a sheriff's post, but he'll speak with you.
What manner of man is he?
A very ill manner. He'll speak with you, will you or no?
Let him approach. Call him my gentlewoman.
Gentlewomen, my lady calls.
Give me my veil, come. Throw it o'er my face. We'll once more hear Orsino's embassy.
The honorable lady of the house, which is she?
Speak to me. I shall answer for her. Your will?
Most radiant, exquisite, and unmatchable beauty. I pray you, tell me if this be the lady of the house, for I never saw her. It would be loath to cast away my speech. For besides that it is excellently well penned, I have taken great pains to study it, and it is poetical.
As I do not assert myself, I am, but I pray you, keep it in. I heard you were saucy at my gates, and allowed your approach rather to wander at you than to hear you. If you be not mad, be gone. If you've reason, be brief.
Will you hoist sail, sir? Here lies your way.
No, good swabber. I am to hull here a little longer.
Take your office.
It alone concerns your ear. I bring no overture of war, no taxation of homage. I hold the olive in my hand. My words are as full of peace as of matter.
What are you? What would you?
What I am and what I would are as secret as maidenhead. To your ears, divinity. To any others, profanation.
Give us the place alone. We will hear this divinity. Now, sir, where lies your text?
In Orsino's bosom.
His bosom? In what chapter of his bosom?
To answer by the method, in the first of his heart.
Oh, I have read it. It is heresy. Have you no more to say?
Good madam, let me see your face.
Have you any commission from your lord to negotiate with my face? You are now out of your text, but we will draw the curtain and show you the picture. Look you, sir, such one I was this present. Is it not well done?
'Tis beauty truly blent, whose red and white nature's own sweet and cunning hand laid on. Lady, you are the cruelest she alive, if you will lead these graces to the grave and leave the world no copy.
Oh, sir, I will not be so hard-hearted. I will give out divers schedules of my beauty. Were you sent hither to be with me?
I see you, what you are. You are too proud. But if you were the devil, you are fair. My lord and master loves you.
How does he love me?
With adorations, fertile tears, with groans that thunder love, with sighs of fire.
Your lord does not know my mind. I cannot love him, yet I suppose him virtuous, know him noble, a gracious person, but yet I cannot love him. He might have took his answer long ago.
If I did love you in my master's flame with such a suffering, such a deadly life, and your denial, I would find no sense. I would not understand it.
Why? What would you?
Make me a willow cabin at your gate. Write loyal cantons of contemned love, and sing them loud, even in the dead of night. Cry out, Olivia! Oh, you should not rest, but you should pity me.
You might do much. What is your parentage?
Above my fortunes, yet my state is well. I am a gentleman.
Get you to your lord. I cannot love him. Let him send no more, unless, perchance, you come to me again to tell me how he takes it. Fare you well. I thank you for your pains. Spend this for me.
I am no feed post, my lady. Keep your purse. My master, not myself, lacks recompense. Love make his heart of flint that you shall love, and let your fervor, like my master's, be placed in contempt. Farewell, fair cruelty.
I am a gentleman. I'll be sworn thou art. Thy tongue, thy face, thy limbs, actions, and spirit, to give thee fivefold blazon. Not too fast, soft, soft. Unless the master were the man, how now? Even so quickly may one catch the plague. Methinks I feel this youth's perfections with an invisible and subtle stealth to creep in at mine eyes. Well, let it be. What ho, Malvolio?
Here, madam, at your service.
Run after that same peevish messenger, the county's man. He left this ring behind him. Desire him not to flatter with his lord, nor hold him up with hopes. I'm not for him. If that youth will come this way tomorrow, I'll give him reasons for it. Hie thee, Malvolio.
Madam, I will.
I do I know not what, and fear to find mine eye too great a flatterer for my mind. Fate, show thy force, ourselves we do not owe. What is decreed must be, and be this so.
Will you stay no longer, nor will you go, not that I go with you?
By your patience, no. My stars shine darkly over me. The malignancy of my fate might perhaps distemper yours. Therefore I shall crave of you your leave, that I may bear my evils alone.
Let me know of you whither you are bound.
I perceive in you so excellent a touch of modesty that you will not extort from me what I am willing to keep in. You must know of me then, Antonio. My name is Sebastian, which I called Rodrigo. My father was that Sebastian of Messaline, whom I know you have heard of. He left behind him myself and a sister, both born in an hour. If the heavens had been pleased, would we had so ended. But you, sir, altered that. For some hour before you took me from the breach of the sea was my sister drowned.
Alas, the day.
A lady, sir, though it was said she much resembled me, was yet of many accounted beautiful. She bore mind that envy could not be but call fair. She is drowned already, sir, with salt water, though I seem to drown her remembrance again with more.
Pardon me, sir, your bad entertainment.
Oh, good Antonio, forgive me your trouble.
You will not murder me for my love. Let me be your servant.
If you will not undo what you have done, that is, kill him whom you have recovered, desire it not. Fare ye well at once. I am bound to the Count Orsino's court. Farewell.
The gentleness of all the gods go with thee. I have many enemies in Orsino's court, else I would very shortly see thee there. But come what may, I adore thee so that danger shall seem sport, and I will go.
Were you not even now with the Countess Olivia?
Even now, sir, on a moderate pace, I have since arrived but hither.
She returns this ring to you, sir. She adds, moreover, that you should put your lord into desperate assurance. She will none of him receive it so.
She took the ring of me, I'll none of it.
Come, sir, you peevishly threw it to her, and her will is it should be so returned. If it be worth stooping for, there it lies in your eye. If not, be it his that finds it.
I left no ring with her. What means this lady? Fortune forbid my outside have not charmed her. She loves me. Sure, the cunning of her passion invites me in this churlish messenger, none of my lord's ring. Why, he sent her none. I am the man. If it be so, as 'tis, poor lady, she were better love a dream. The skies, I see that utter wickedness, wherein the pregnant enemy does much. How easy it is for the proper false in women's waxen hearts to set their forms. How this fadge? My master loves her dearly, and I, poor monster, fond as much on him, and she mistaken seems to dote on me. What will become of this? As I am man, my state is desperate for my master's love. As I am woman, now alas the day, what thriftless sighs shall poor Olivia breathe? O time, thou must untangle this, not I. It is too hard a knot for me to untie.
Approach, Sir Andrew. Not to be abed after midnight is to be up betimes. To be up after midnight and to go to bed then is early. That to go to bed after midnight is not to go to bed times. Does not your life consist of the four elements?
Faith, so they say, but I think it rather consists of eating and drinking.
Thou art a scholar. Let us therefore eat and drink. And I say as to what?
Here comes the fool of faith.
Now, my hearts, did you never see the picture of we three?
Excellent. Now a song.
Would you have a love song or a song of good life?
A love song, a love song.
Aye.
A love song, a love song.
Oh, mistress mine, where are you roaming? Oh, stand in your true love's coming. I can't sing, but I am low.
Woo! Yeah.
What is love? 'Tis not hereafter, no more. Present mirth, have present laughter. What's to come on shore? Into lay, there lies no plenty, no more. Come kiss me, sweet and 20, a starling night and dawn. Whoa!
A mellifluous voice as I am true knight.
But shall we make the welkin dance indeed? Shall we rouse the night owl on a catch that will draw these souls out of one weaver? Shall we do that?
And you love me, let's do it. I am a dog at catch.
Our lady, sir, and some dogs will catch well.
Most certain. Let our catch be, thou knave, begin fool. It begins, hold thy peace.
I shall never begin if I hold thy peace.
Ah, good. Come, begin.
But you didn't have to cut me off. You make it like it never happened and that we were nothing.
What a caterwauling do you
Don't even
hear?
need your love.
If my lady have not called up her steward Malvolio and bid him turn you out of doors, never trust me.
Am not I consanguineous? Am I not of her blood, Tilly Valley lady? The dwelt a man in Babylon.
Shrew me, the knight's an admirable fooling.
Aye, he does it well enough if he be disposed, but I do it more natural.
Oh, the 12.
For the love of God, peace, peace.
My masters, are you mad? Have you no wit, manners, nor honesty? Do you make an alehouse of my lady's house that he squeak out your cogers catches without any mitigation or remorse of voice? Is there no respect of place, persons, nor time in you?
We did keep in time, sir, our catches. Snack up.
Sir Toby, I must be round with you. My lady bade me tell you that, though she harbors you as her kinsman, she's nothing allied to your disorders. If you can separate yourself and your misdemeanors, you are welcome to the house. If not, she's very willing to bid you farewell.
Farewell, dear heart, since I must needs be gone.
His eyes do show his days are almost done.
Stephen, so.
But I'll never die.
Sir Toby, there you lie.
This is much credit to you.
Out of tune, sir, ye lie. And art any more than a steward? Dost thou think, because thou art virtuous, that there shall be no more cakes and ale? A stoop of wine, Maria.
Mistress Mary, if you lady's favorite, anything more than contempt, you would not give means for this uncivil rule.
Go shake your ears.
Twere as good a deed as to drink when a man's a-hungry, to challenge him in the field, and then to break promise with him and make a fool of him.
Do it, knight. I'll write the challenge, or I'll deliver thy indignation to him by word of mouth.
Sweet Sir Toby. Be patient for tonight. Since the youth of the counts was today with my lady, she is much out of quiet. For Monsieur Malvolio, the devil of a Puritan that he is, it is his grounds of faith that all who look on him love him. And on that vice in him will my revenge find noble cause to work.
What wilt thou do?
I will drop in his way some obscure epistles of love, wherein he shall find himself most feelingly personated. I can write very like my lady your niece. On a forgotten matter, we can hardly make distinction of our hands. What do you think?
Oh, 'twill be admirable.
Sport royal, I warrant you. For this night, to bed, and dream on the event. Farewell, Toby.
You shall think. Letters that thou wilt drop, that they come from my knee. And that she's in love with him.
Before me, she is a good wench.
Good night, Penthencilia.
Like I said, she's a good wench.
Give me some music. Now, good morrow, friends. Good Cesario. But that piece of song That piece of song, that old antique song we heard last night, methought it did relieve my passion much. Come, but one verse.
He is not here, so please your lordship, that should sing it.
Who was it?
Feste the jester, my lord, a fool that the Lady Olivia's father took much delight in. He is about the house.
Go seek him out, and I'll play a tune the while. Now, come hither, boy. If ever thou shalt love, in the sweet pangs of it remember me, for such as I am all true lovers are, unstayed and skittish in all motions else, save in the constant image of the creature that is beloved. How does I like this tune?
It gives a very echo to the seat where love is throned. It's good.
Thou dost speak masterly. My life upon young thou though art, thine eye hath stayed upon some favor that it loves, hath it not, boy?
A little, by your favor.
What kind of woman is it?
Of your complexion.
She is not worth thee, then. What years of faith?
About your years, my lord.
Too old, by heaven.
No, I think it will, my lord.
Then let love be younger than thyself. For women are as roses, whose fair flower, being once displayed, doth fall that very hour.
And so they are. Alas, that they are so, to die even when they to perfection grow.
Once more, Cesario. Get Didion's same sovereign cruelty. Tell her my love, more noble than the world, prizes not quantity of dirty lands. The parts that fortune hath bestowed upon her, tell her I hold as giddily as fortune. But 'tis that miracle and queen of gems that nature pranks her in attracts my soul.
But if she cannot love you, sir?
I cannot be so answered.
Sooth, but you must. Say that some lady, as perhaps there is, hath for your love as great a pang of heart as you have for Olivia. You cannot love her. You tell her so. Must she not then be answered?
There is no woman can buy the beating of so strong a passion as love doth give my heart. No woman's heart so big to hold so much. Their love may be called appetite. Make no compare between that love a woman can bear me and that I owe Olivia.
Aye, but I know.
What dost thou know?
Too well what love women to men may owe. In faith, they are as true of heart as we. My father had a daughter loved a man, as it might be perhaps were I a woman should your lordship.
And what's her history?
A blank, my lord. She never told her love, but let concealment like a worm in the bud feed on her damask cheek. She pined in thought. She sat like patience on a monument, smiling at grief. Was this not love indeed? We men may say more, swear more, but indeed our shows are more than will, for still we prove much in our vows, but little in our love.
But died thy sister of her love, my boy?
I am all the daughters of my father's house, and all the brothers too, and yet I know not. Sir, shall I to this lady?
Aye, that's the theme. To her in haste, give her this jewel, and say, my love can give no place, bide no denay.
Here comes the little villain. How now, my medal of India?
Get ye into the box tree. Malvolio's coming down this walk. I know this letter will make a contemplative idiot of him. Lie thou there. For here he comes, the trout that must be caught with tickling.
'Tis but fortune, all is fortune. Maria once told me she did affect me, and she uses me with a more exalted respect than anyone else that follows her. What should I think on't?
Here's an overweening rogue.
Oh, peace, peace.
To be Count Malvolio.
Rogue!
Fie on him, Jezebel.
Oh, peace, now he's deeply in. Look how his imagination blows him.
Having been 3 months married to her, sitting in my estate.
Oh, for a stone bow to hit him in the eye.
Calling my officers about me in my branched velvet gown, having come from my daybed where I have left Olivia sleeping. And then to have the humor of state, and after a demure travel of regard, telling them I know my place as I would, they should do theirs, to ask my kinsman Toby.
Bolts and shackles.
Oh, peace, now.
I frown the while and perchance wind up my watch, or play with some rich jewel. Toby approaches, curtsies there to me.
Shall this fellow live?
I extend my hand to him, thus saying, Cousin Toby, my fortunes having cast me on your niece, give me this prerogative of speech. You must amend your drunkenness.
Out, scab!
Nay, patience, or we break the sinews of our plot.
Besides, you waste the treasure of your time with a foolish knight.
That's me, I warrant you.
One Sir Andrew.
I knew it was I, for many do call me fool.
What employment have we here? By my life, this is my lady's hand. To the unknown beloved, this and my good wishes, her very phrase. By your leave, wax soft, and the impressure of her Lucrece by which she uses the seal. 'Tis my lady. Whom should this be?
This wins him liver and all.
Jove knows who I love, but who? Lips do not move, no man must know. No man must know what follows. The number's altered. No man must know if this should be thee, Malvolio.
Hang thee, Brock.
I may command where I adore, but silence like a Lucrece knife with bloodless stroke my heart doth gore. I doth sway my life.
Excellent lunch, I say.
I may command where I adore. Why? She commands me. I serve her. She is my lady. And the end, what should that alphabetical position portend? If I could make that resemble something in me, softly, M-O-A-I.
Oh, I make up that. He's now at a cold scent.
Malvolio. Why, that begins my name.
Did I not say he would work it out? The cur is excellent at faults.
But then there is no consonancy in the sequel that suffers under probation. A should follow, but O does. And then I comes behind.
I, and you had an I behind you, you might see more detraction at your heels than fortunes before you.
M-O-A-I. Simulation is not as the former, and yet every one of these letters are in my name. In my stars, I'm above thee, but be not afraid of greatness. Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. To inure thyself to what thou art like to be, cast thy humble slow and appear fresh. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. She thus advises thee that sighs for thee. Remember who commanded thy yellow stockings, and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered. Go to, thou art made, if thou desirest to be so. If not, let me see thee a steward still, the fellow of servants, and not worthy to touch fortune's fingers. Farewell, she that would alter services with thee, the fortunate unhappy. Daylight and champagne discovers not more. This is open. Will be proud. I will baffle Sir Toby. I will wash off his gross acquaintance. I will be point devise the very man. My lady loves me. I think my stars, I am happy. I will be strange, stout, in yellow stockings and cross-gartered, even with the swiftness of putting on. Jove and my stars be praised. Here is the postscript. Thou canst not choose but know who I am. If thou entertainest my love, let it appear in thy smiling. Thy smiles become thee well, therefore in my presence still smile. Dear my sweet, I prithee. Jove, I thank thee, I will smile. I will do everything thou wilt have me.
I will not give my part of this sport for a pension of thousands to be paid by the Sophie.
I could marry this wench for this price and ask no other dowry with her but such another jest.
So could I too.
Why, thou hast put him in such a dream that when the image of it leaves, he must run mad.
Well, then see, the fruits of this sport mark his first approach before my lady. He will come to her in yellow stockings, and 'tis a color she abhors, and cross-gartered, a fashion she detests, and he will smile upon her, which will now be so unsuitable to her disposition, being addicted to a melancholy as she is, that it cannot but turn him into a notable contempt. If you will see it, follow me.
To the gates of Tartar, thou most excellent devil of wit. Mwah.
I'll make one too.
Save me, friend, and my music. Stop. Dost thou live by thy tabor?
No, sir. I live by the church.
Oh, art thou a churchman?
No such matter, sir. I do live by the church, for I do live at my house, and my house doth stand by the church.
So mayst thou say the king lies by a beggar if a beggar dwell near him, or if the church stands by thy tabor, if thy tabor stand by the church.
To see this age, a sentence is but a cheverel glove to a good wit. How quickly the wrong side may be turned outward.
Nay, that's certain. They that dally nicely with words may quickly make them wanton.
I would, therefore, my sister had no name, sir.
Why, man?
Why, sir, her name's a word, and to dally with that word might make my sister wanton.
Art thou not the Lady Olivia's fool?
Oh, no, indeed, sir. The Lady Olivia has no folly. She will keep no fool, sir, till she be married. I am indeed not her fool, but her corrupter of words.
I saw thee late at the Count Orsino's.
Foolery, sir, does walk about the orb like the sun. It shines everywhere. I think I saw your wisdom there.
Nay, and thou pass upon me, I'll no more with thee. Hold, there's expenses for thee.
Now Jove and his next commodity of hair send thee a beard.
By my troth, I'll tell thee, I am almost sick for one. Though I would not have a curl on my chin. Is my lady within?
I would play Lord Pandarus of Phrygia, sir, to bring a crescent to this Troilus.
I understand you, sir. 'Tis well begged.
My lady is within, sir. I will construe to them whence you come, who you are, and what you would are out of my welcome. I would say element, but the word is overworn.
This fellow is wise enough to play the fool. For folly that he wisely shows is fit, but wise men, folly fallen, quite tink their wit.
Save you, gentlemen.
And you, sir?
Dieu vous garde, monsieur.
Et vous aussi, votre serviteur.
Will you encounter the house? My niece is desirous you should enter if your trade be to her.
I am bound to your niece, sir. I mean, she is the list of my voyage.
Go, sir, enter.
I will answer you with gate and entrance, but we are prevented. Most excellent, accomplished lady, the heavens rain odors on you.
That youth's a rare courtier. Rain odors. Well.
My matter hath no voice, lady, but to your own most pregnant and vouchsafed ear.
Odors. Pregnant. Vouchsafed. I'll get them all three already.
Let the garden door be shut and leave me to my hearing. Give me your hand, sir.
My duty, madam, and most humble service.
What is your name?
Cesario is your servant's name, fair princess.
My servant, sir. You're the servant to the Count Orsino, youth.
And he is yours, and his must needs be yours. Your servant's servant is your servant, madam.
For him, I think not on him.
Madam, I come to whet your gentle thoughts on his behalf.
Oh, by your leave, I pray you. I bade you never speak again of him.
Dear lady.
Give me leave, beseech you. I did send, after the last enchantment you did here, a ring in chase of you. What might you think? Have you not set mine honor at the stake and baited it with all the unmuzzled thoughts that turn his heart can think? Let me hear you speak.
I pity you.
That's a degree to love.
No, not a grise, for 'tis a vulgar proof that very oft we pity enemies.
Why, then, methinks, 'tis time to smile again. The clock upbraids me with a waste of time. Be not afraid, good youth, I will not have you. And yet, when wit and youth has come to harvest, your wife is like to reap a proper man. There lies your way, due west.
Then westward ho. Yield nothing, madam, to my lord by me?
Stay, I prithee. Tell me what thou thinkst of me.
That you do think you are not what you are.
If I think so, I think the same of you.
Then you think right. I'm not what I am.
I would you were as I would have you be.
Would it be better, madam, than I am? I wish it might, for now I'm your fool.
Oh, what a deal of scorn looks beautiful in the contempt and anger of his lip. Cesario, by the roses of the spring, by maidhood, honor, truth, and everything, I love thee so, that maugre all thy pride, nor wit nor reason can my passion hide. Do not extort thy reasons from this clause, for that I woo, thou therefore hast no cause. But rather reason thus with reason fetter, love sought is good, but given unsought is better.
By innocence I swear, and by my youth, I have one heart, one bosom, and one truth, and that no woman has, nor never none shall be mistress of it, save I alone. And so adieu, good madam. Never more will I my master's tears to you deplore.
Yet come again, for thou perhaps mayest move that heart, which now abhors, to like his love.
Look where the youngest wren of 9 comes.
If you will laugh yourselves into stitches, follow me. Yon go Malvolios in yellow stockings.
And cross-gartered.
Most villainously. He does obey every point of the letter that I dropped to betray him.
Oh, come bring us where he is.
I would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make your pleasure of your pains, I will no further chide you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire more sharp than filed steel did spurn me forth, and jealousy what might befall your travel, being skilless in these parts, which to stranger unguided and unfriended often prove rough and inhospitable. My willing love, the rather by these arguments of fear, set me forth in your pursuit.
My kind Antonio, I can no other answer make but thanks and thanks and ever thanks. Shall we go see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first go see your lodging.
I pray you, let us satisfy our eyes with the memorials and the things of fame that do renown this city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea fight against the Count his galleys, I did some service, of such note indeed that were I ta'en here, it would scarce be answered.
Like you slew great number of his people?
The fence is not of such bloody nature. It might have since been answered in repaying what we took from them. which for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which I be lapsed in this place, I shall pay dearly.
Do not then walk too open.
It doth not fit me. Hold, sir, here's my purse. In the south suburbs, at the Elephant, is the best lodge. There you shall have me.
Why I your purse?
Haply your eye shall light upon some toy you have desired to purchase. At your store, I think it would for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer and leave you for an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I have sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What bestow of him? Where's Malvolio? He is sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes.
He's coming, madam, but in very strange manner. He is sure possessed, madam.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam, but he does nothing but smile. Your ladyship were best to have some guard about you if he come, for sure the man is tainted in his wits.
Go, call him hither. I'm as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady, ho.
Smilest thou? I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady, I could be sad. This does make some obstruction in the blood, this cross-gartering. But what of that, if it please the eye of one?
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though, yellow in my legs. It did come to his hands, and commands shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
God comfort thee. Why dost thou smile so and kiss thy hand so often?
Why appear you with this ridiculous boldness before my lady?
Be not afraid of greatness. 'Twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great. Some achieve greatness.
What sayest thou?
And some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee.
Remember who commended thy yellow stockings.
Yellow stockings.
And wish to see thee cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I made?
If not, let me see thee a servant still.
Why, this is a very midsummer madness.
Madam, the young gentleman of the Count Orsino's is returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where's my cousin Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him.
Oh ho, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look at to me. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose that I may appear stubborn to him. For she incites me to do that in the letter. Cast thy humble slow, says she, be opposite with kinsmen, surly with servants. I have limed her, but it is Jove's doing, and Jove make me thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to fellow, not Malvolio, nor after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together. Nothing can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. Well, Jove, not I, is the doer of all this, and he is to be thanked.
Which way is he? In the name of sanctity, if all the devils of hell be drawn in little, and Legion himself possessed him, yet I speak to him.
Here he is, here he is. How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off. I discard you. Let me enjoy my private go off.
Lo, how hollow the fiend speaks with him. Did I not tell you, Sir Toby? My lady prays you to have a care of him.
Aha, does she so?
How do you do, Malvolio? How is 't with you? What, man, defy the devil, considered he's an enemy to mankind?
Do you know what you say?
La, you, and you speak ill of the devil, how he takes it at heart. Pray God he be not bewitched.
How now, mistress?
Prithee, hold thy peace. This is not the way. You do not see you move him. Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
Ah, Biddy, come with me. What, man? 'Tis not for gravity to play a cherry pit with Satan. Hang him, foul collier.
Go hang yourselves all, your idle shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as an improbable fiction.
Why, we should make him mad indeed.
The house will be the quieter.
Come, we will have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he's mad. We may carry it thus for our pleasure and his penance to our very pastime. Tired, out of breath, prompt us to have mercy on him and crown me for a finder of madmen. But see.
Ah, more matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Read it. I warrant there's vinegar and pep on it.
Is so saucy.
Aye. Is't I warrant him, but do read.
Give me. Youth, whatsoever art thou art a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Thou comest to the lady Olivia in my sight, and she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief, exceeding good sense. Less.
I will waylay thee going home, there it be thy chance to kill me.
Good.
Thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Ah, still you keep on the windy side of the law. Good.
Farewell thee, and God have mercy upon one of our souls, thy friend, as thou abusest him, thy sworn enemy, Andrew AGUECHEEK. If the letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it to him.
You may have a very fit occasion for it. He's now in some commerce with my lady, and will by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew, scout me for him at the corner of the orchard, so soon as thou seest and thou drawest, swear horrible. Away.
Nay, let me alone for swearing.
Now, will not I deliver this letter? For the behavior of the young gentleman gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding. Therefore, this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. But I will deliver his challenge by word of mouth, set upon by AGUECHEEK a notable report of valor, and drive the gentleman into a most hideous opinion of his rage, skill, fury, impetuosity. This will so fright them both that they will kill one another by the look, like cockatrices.
Oh, here he comes with the lady. Give them way till he take leave, and presently after him.
I have said too much unto a heart of stone, and laid mine honor to unchary out.
With the same behavior that your passion bears, goes on my master's grief.
Here, wear this jewel for me. 'Tis my picture. Refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you. And I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask me of that I'll deny, that honor saved me upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How with mine honor may I give him that which I have given to you?
I will acquit you.
Well, come again tomorrow. Fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
That defense thou hast betake thee to. Of what nature the wrongs are thou hast done, I know not. But thy interceptor, full of despite, bloody as the hunter, attends thee at the orchard end. Dismount thy tuck, be air in thy preparation, for thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure no man hath any quarrel to me.
You'll find it otherwise, I assure you. Therefore betake you to your guard, for your opposite hath in him what youth, strength, and skill, and wrath can furnish men withal.
I pray you, sir, what is he?
He's a knight, but he is a devil in private brawl. Souls and bodies hath divorced 3.
I will return again into the house and desire some conduct of the lady. I am no fighter.
Sir, no, his indignation derives itself out of a very competent injury. Back you shall not go to the house unless you undertake that with me, which with as much safety as you might answer him. Therefore strip your sword stark naked. For metal you must, that's certain, or forswear to wear iron about you.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what my offense to him is. It is something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do so. Mistress Maria, stay you by this gentleman till my return.
Pray you, mistress, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, bloody, and fatal opposite that you could possibly have found in any part of Valyria. Will you walk towards him? I will make your peace with him if I can.
I shall be much bound to you for it. I am one that had rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not who knows so much of my mettle.
Okay, so why, man, he's a very devil. I had passed with him rapier, scabbard, and all, and he gives me the stuck in with such a mortal motion that it is inevitable. And on the answer, he pays you as surely as your feet hit the ground they step on. They say he has been a fencer to the Sophie.
Pox on it. I'll not meddle with him.
Aye, but will he not be pacified now? Maria can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on it. And I thought he'd been valiant and so cunning in fence. I'd seen him damned here, I'd have challenged him. Let him let the matter slip, and I'll give him my horse. Great capitalist.
I'll make the motion. Stand here, make a good show on it. 'Tis the end without perdition of souls. Mary, I'll ride your horse as well as I ride you.
So what's the situation, Sir Toby?
There's no remedy, sir. He will fight with you for oath's sake.
Pray God defend me. A little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give ground if you see him furious.
Come, Sir Andrew, there's no remedy. The gentleman will, for his honor's sake, have one bout with you. He cannot by the duello avoid it, but he has promised me, as he is a gentleman and a soldier, he will not hurt you. Go on to it.
Pray God he keep his oath.
I do assure you, 'tis against my will.
Put up your sword. If this young gentleman have done offense, I take the fault on me. If you offend him, for I defy you. For him defy you.
You, sir, what are you?
One, sir, that for his love dares yet do more than you have heard him brag to you he will.
Nay, if you be an undertaker, I am for you.
Oh, good Sir Toby. Hold. Here come the officers.
I'll be with you anon.
Pray, sir, put your sword up if you please.
Marry will I, sir, and for that I promise you, I'll be as good as my word. He will bear you easily and reigns well.
Antonio, I arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, now yet. I know your favor well, though now you have no sea cap on your head. Take him away. He knows I know him well.
I must obey. This comes with seeking you, but there's no remedy. I shall answer it. What will you do now that my necessity makes me to ask you for my purse? You must stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away.
I must entreat you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have showed me here, I'll lend you something. Hold, here's half my coffer.
Will you deny me now? Is possible that my deserts to you can lack persuasion with those kindnesses that I have done for you?
I know of none, nor know I you by voice or any feature.
Oh, heavens themselves.
Come, sir, I pray you.
Let me speak a little. This youth that you see here, I snatched one half out of the jaws of death, and to his image, which methought did promise more venerable worth, I did devotion.
What's that to us? The time goes by. Away.
Oh, but oh, how vile an idol proves this god. Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feature shame.
The man grows mad. Away with him.
Methinks his words do from such passion fly that he believes himself. So do not I. Prove true, imagination. Oh, prove true that I, dear brother, be now taken for you. He named Sebastian. I my brother know, yet living in my glass, even such and so, for I him imitate. Oh, if it prove tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest poultry boy, more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty appears in leaving his friend here in necessity and denying him, and for his cowardship ask Maria.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it. Slid all after him again and beat him.
Do I cuff him soundly, but never draw thy sword?
I do not.
Come, let's see the event. I dare lay any money, 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Go to! Thou art a foolish fellow. Let me be clear of thee.
Well, held out in faith. No, I do not know you, nor am I not sent to you by my lady to bid you come speak with her, nor your name is not Master Cesario. No, this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest me not.
Vent my folly. He has heard that word of some great man, and now applies it to a fool. I prithee now, ungird thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art coming?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for thee. If you tarry longer, I shall give thee worse payment.
These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, have I met you again? There's for you. Oh.
And there's for you. Are all the people mad?
Hold, sir, I'll throw your dagger over the house.
This will I tell my lady straight.
Come on, sir, hold.
Nay, let him alone. I'll have an action of battery against him if there be any law in Illyria. Though I struck him first.
Let go thy hand!
Come, sir, I will not let you go. Put up your iron, you are well fleshed.
I will be free from me. What wouldst thou now?
What? Nay, then I must have an ounce or two of this Malpert blood from you.
Hold, Toby, on thy life I charge thee hold.
Madam,
Will it be ever thus? Ungracious wretch, out of my sight. Be not offended, dear Cesario, for its be gone. I prithee, gentle friend, let thy fair wisdom, not thy passions, sway in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby mayst smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me, he started one poor heart of mine and thee.
relish is in this? How runs the stream? Or I am mad, or else this is a dream. Let fancy still my sense in Lethe steep. If it be thus to dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee, would thoughts be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be.
Nay, I prithee, put on this gown and this beard, and make him believe thou art Sir Topas, the curate. Do it quickly, I'll call Sir Toby the whilst.
Well, I'll put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. And would I were the first that had ever dissembled myself in such a gown. Competitors enter.
Jove bless thee, Master Parson.
I, being Master Parson, am the Master Parson. For what is that but that, and is what is?
To him, Sir Topas.
What, oh, I say, peace in this prison.
Who calls there?
Sir Topas, the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio, the lunatic.
Sir Topas. Good Sir Topas, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolic fiend! How vexest thou this man? Talkest thou nothing but of ladies?
Well said, Master Parson.
Sir Topas, never was a man thus wronged. Good Sir Topas, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! Sayest thou that house is dark?
As hell, Sir Topas.
Why, it hath bay windows, transparent as barricadoes, and the clerestories toward the south-north are as lustrous as ebony.
I am not mad, Sir Topas. I say to you, this house is dark.
Madman, thou errest. I say, there is no darkness, but ignorance.
I say this house is dark as ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say, there was never a man thus abused. I am no more mad than you are.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wild fowl?
That the soul of our granda might happily inhabit a bird?
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobly of the soul, and no way approve his opinion.
Remain thou still in darkness, thou shalt hold the opinion of Pythagoras ere I will allow of thy wits, and fear to kill a woodcock, lest thou dispossess the soul of thy grandam. Fare thee well.
Sir Topas? Sir Topas?
To him in thine own voice, and bring me word of how thou findest him. I would well we were rid of this knavery, for I am now so far in offense with my niece that I cannot pursue with any safety this sport of the upshot. Come by to my chamber.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how thy lady does. Oh, my lady is unkind, pretty, alas.
Fool, I say.
Who calls, huh?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle, and pen, ink, and paper.
Master Malvolio? Alas, sir, how fell you beside your 5 wits?
Fool, there never was a man so notoriously abused. I am as well in my wits, fool, as thou art.
But as well, you are mad indeed, if you be no better in your wits than a fool.
They have here property me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise what you say. The minister is here. Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavor thyself to sleep, and leave thy vain bibble babble.
The Topas?
Maintain no words with him, good fellow. Who, I, sir? No, not I, sir. Oh, God be with you, sir. Good Sir Topas. Mary, I meant. I will, sir, I will.
Fool, I say.
Alas, sir, be patient. What say you, sir? I am sent for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some light and some paper, and convey when I will sit down to my lady. I shall advantage thee more than ever the bearing of a letter did.
I will help thee to it.
fool. I'll requite it in the highest degree. I prithee be gone.
I am gone, sir. And anon, sir, I'll be with you again. In a trice like to the old vice, your need to sustain.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This the pearl she gave me. I do feel it and see it. And though it is, I wonder that enwraps me thus, yet it is not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Elephant. His counsel now might do me golden service. For though my soul disputes well with my sense, that this may be some error, but no madness, yet doth this accident and flood of fortune so far exceed all instance, all discourse, that I am ready to distrust mine eyes and wrangle with my reason that persuades me to any other trust but that I am mad. Or else the lady's mad. Yet if it were so, she could not sway her house, command her followers, take and give back affairs, and their dispatch with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that is deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine if you mean well. Now go with me and with this holy priest into the chantry by, where before him and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of your faith, that my most jealous and too doubtful soul may live at peace. He shall conceal it, while yous are willing it shall come to note. What time we will our celebration keep according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll follow this good man and go with you, and having sworn truth, ever will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may fairly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see the letter.
Good Madam Maria, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
This is to give a dog, and in recompense desire my dog again.
Belong you to the Lady Olivia, friends?
Aye, sir, we are some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, my good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
Just the contrary, the better for thy friends.
No, sir, the worse.
How so?
Marry, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now, my foes tell me plainly that I am an ass. And by my foes, sir, I profit in the knowledge of myself. And by my friends, I am abused.
Why, this is excellent.
By my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. I'll Venmo you.
But that it would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
You give me ill counsel.
Well, put your grace in your pocket, sir, for this once, and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I will be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo, secundo, tertio. It's a good play, and the old saying is, the third pays for all.
You fool no more money out of me at this throw. If you will let your lady know I'm here to speak with her and bring her along with you, it may awake my stimulus check further.
Marry, sir, lullaby till your stimulus check come again. I will awake it anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
Oh, that face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. CURIO.
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took that phoenix and her fraught from Candy. And this is he that did the tiger board when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shame and state, in private rabble did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not what it was but distraction.
Notable pirate, thou saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in terms so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemies?
Orsino, noble sir, Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on base and ground enough, Orsino's enemy, witchcraft drew me hither, that most ingrateful boy there by your side, from the rude seas enraged and foamy mouthed, did I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did there to add my love without retention or restraint, all his in dedication, for his sake, drew to defend him when he was beset. Where being apprehended, his false cunning, not meaning to partake with me in danger, while one would wink, denied me mine own purse, which I had recounted to him use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came he to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months before, both day and night did we keep company.
Oh, here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months this youth hath tended upon me. But more of that anon. Take him aside.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam.
Gracious Olivia.
What do you say, Cesario? Good my lord.
My lord would speak, my duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
Still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord?
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul the faithfullest offerings have breathed out that ever my devotion tendered. What shall I do?
Even what it please my lord shall become him.
Why should I not, had I the heart to do it, kill what I love? But hear me this, since you to non-regardance cast my faith, live you the marble-breasted tyrant still. But this your minion, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven, I swear I tender dearly, him will I tear out of that cruel eye where he sits crowned in his master's spite. Come, boy, with me, my thoughts are ripe in mischief. I'll sacrifice the lamb that I do love to spite a raven's heart within a dove.
And I, most jocund, apt, and willingly, to do you rust, 1,000 deaths would die.
Where goes Cesario?
After him I love, more than I love these eyes, more than my life, more by all Moors than e'er I shall love wife.
By me, detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does you wrong?
Hast thou forgot thyself? Is it so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Husband? Can you that deny?
Her husband, sirrah.
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario, take thy fortunes up. Be that thou knowest thou art, and then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge thee, by thy reverence, here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness, what occasion now reveals before 'tis ripe. What thou dost know hath newly passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the holy close of lips, strengthened by interchangement of your rings. Since when, my watch hath told me, toward my grave I have traveled but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling cub! What wilt thou be when time hath sowed a grizzle on thy case? Farewell, and take her. But direct thy feet where thou and I henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear, O little faith. Oh, thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God, a surgeon! Send one to Sir Toby presently.
What's the matter?
He has thrown my head across, and he's given Sir Toby a bloody cut. Go to, for the love of God, your help.
Who has done this, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman, Cesario.
Slidewings, here he is. You broke my head for nothing. And that I did, I was sent on to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespake you fair and hurt you not.
If a bloody cock could be hurt, you have hurt me. Here comes Sir Toby halting. You shall hear more, but if he had not been in drink, he would have tickled you at other gates than he did.
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
That's all one. Has hurt me, and there's the end on it.
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby. An hour agone. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning.
Then he's a rogue and a patsy measures pavin. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him. Shoot him at least. Who hath made this havoc with them?
I'll help you, Sir Toby, because we'll be dressed together.
Will you help an asshead and a coxcomb and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull?
Get him to bed and let his hurt me look too.
I'm sorry, madam. I have hurt your kinsman, but had it been the brother of my blood, I must have done no less with wit and safety. You throw a strange regard upon me, and by that I do perceive it hath offended you. Pardon me, sweet one, for even for the vows we made to each other but so late ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. A natural perspective that is and is not.
Antonio! My dear Antonio! How have the hours racked and tortured me since I have lost thee?
Sebastian, are you?
Fearest thou that, Antonio?
How have you made division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be that deity in my nature of here and everywhere. I had a sister, whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. Of charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Of Messalene. Sebastian was my father. Such a Sebastian was my brother too. So he went suited to his watery tomb. If spirits can assume both form and suit, you come to fright us.
A spirit I am indeed, but I am in that dimension grossly clad from the womb which I did participate. Were you a woman as the rest goes even, I should my tears let fall upon your cheek and say, thrice welcome, drowned Viola.
My father had a mole upon his brow.
And so had mine.
And died that day when Viola from her birth had numbered 13 years?
Oh, that record is lively in my soul. He finished indeed his mortal act that day that made my sister 13 years.
If nothing less to make us happy both but this, my masculine attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of place, time, fortune do cohere and jump that I am Viola, which to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain in this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I was preserved to serve this noble count.
So it comes, lady, you have been mistook. But nature to her bias drew in that you would have been contracted to a maid. Nor are you therein by my life deceived. You are betrothed both to a maid and man.
Be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If this be so, as yet the glass seems true, I shall have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times, thou never shouldst love woman like to me.
And all those sayings I will overswear, and all those swearings keep as true in soul as doth that orbed continent the fire that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand,
Hey!
and let me see thee in the woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first upon the shore hath my maid's garments. He upon some action is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's.
You shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither, and yet, alas, now I remember me. They say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. How does he, sirrah?
Truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end as well as a man in his case may do. Has here writ a letter to you?
Open it, read it.
Look then to be well edified when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam! No, madam, I do but read madness, and your ladyship will have it seen as it ought to be. You must allow box.
Prithee, read I thy right wits.
So I do, Madonna, but to read his right wits is to read thus. Therefore, perpend, my princess, and give ear.
You, madam, please. Mariah, could you read it a little louder, please?
So sorry, madam.
Thank you.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it, though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me. Yet have I the benefit of my senses, as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I do not but to do myself much right or you much shame. Think of me as you please. I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
This savors not much of distraction.
He has delivered, Mariah. Bring him hither. My lord, so please you, these things further thought on, to think me as well a sister as a wife, one day shall crown the alliance on it. So please you, here at my house, and at my proper cost.
Madam, I am most apt to embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and for your service done him so much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here's my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
You are she.
Is this the madman?
Aye, my lord, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No?
Lady, you have. Pray, you peruse that letter. You must not now deny it is your hand, but tell me, in the modesty of honor, why have you given me such clear lights of favor, bade me come smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and lighter people? And acting in obedient hope, why have you suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark house, visited by a priest, and made the most notorious geck and gall that e'er invention played on? Tell me, why?
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess much like the character, but out of question 'tis Mariah's hand, and now I do bethink me it was she first told me thou wast mad, and camest in smiling, and in such forms which here were presupposed upon thee in the letter.
Good madam, hear me speak out loud this time, and let no quarrel nor no brawl to come taint the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at, in hope it shall not. Most freely I confess myself and Toby set this device against Malvolio here. How with a sportful malice it was followed may rather pluck on laughter than revenge. If that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed.
Alas, poor fool, how have they baffled thee?
Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one, sir, in this interlude, one Setopes, sir, and thus the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
Be revenged on the whole pack of you.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him and entreat him to a peace. He hath not told us of the captain yet. When that is known, and golden time convince, a solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hence. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man, but when in other habits you are seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
When that I was, and a little tiny boy, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain. A foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain, it raineth every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, against knaves and thieves men shut their gates, for the rain raineth every day. But when I came, alas, to wive, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, by swaggering could I never thrive, for the rain it raineth every day. But when I came unto my beds, hey, ho, the wind and the rain, with tosspots still had drunken heads, the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world begun, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all one, our play is done. We'll strive to please you every day.
Woo!
Yay.
I can hear the applause from YouTube.
Sounds great.
That was fun.
Thank you all so much for coming. What a show. One more round of applause for our wonderful actors who were able to be with us virtually tonight. We got actors from across the country, from New York to Texas to California. So thank you all so much for being here. We really appreciate it. One more round of applause for actors and then we'll end the live video. Take care, you guys. Stay safe out there.
I can hear the applause from YouTube.